Alrighty then. Good morning, everyone. It is the Morning Cryptos. This is Mark Shepard. It is day 80 of my 90-day challenge. And one of the beauties of this 90-day challenge is that I have looked at the cryptocurrencies every single day. Every single day. The only days I haven't done video is a couple of Sundays. And this is what happens. Bitcoin goes up. Then it comes down. Then it goes up. Then it comes down. And today, typing in the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin is down to 52.91, which is cool. I told you it would come back. I told you not to chase it. And I was right. Let's do the Morning Cryptos. Start the music. Okay, so Bitcoin price drops by over $400 without any real reason. That's because it's called profit taking. There's a real reason. Bitcoin's the Wall Street driving Bitcoin price 6,000 surge, says Bloomberg. Ethereum price down 8%, Ripple falls by 12%, Bitcoin loses 6%. Cryptocurrencies suffer. Let's see what these guys have to say. Suffer. Correction. Of course it's a correction. People, just look at a chart, right? Look at a chart. Ethereum, that bites a little bit because I thought it was going to break out. Okay, so I was totally wrong there, but we'll look at the numbers in just a second. I just wanted to see what these guys are saying. Yeah. Cryptocurrencies that recorded a major decline in value, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, have demonstrated significant developer activity and achieved important milestones in the past few weeks. Ethereum recently completed its Byzantium fork successfully, and as Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin noted, the Ethereum blockchain network has been relatively stable subsequent to the completion of the fork. So, yeah, people sell, people buy. In order to achieve the full potential of mobile money, we must evolve today's complex and often fragmented digital payment system. I look forward to exploring the opportunities to leverage Mojaloop to help us achieve our goal of bringing digital financial services to all poor and low-income customers. People, first of all, no big company gives a shit about bringing digital financial service to all poor and low-income customers. They don't care about that. They say they care about it, but they don't. And so there's some more interesting stuff. Despite optimism, did major cryptocurrency decline in value? See, these reporters, they've got to find some bad news in this, right? Screw them. Let's look at the numbers. Okay, so all that happened, let's go to Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart, okay? Look, I drew a line. There was a channel. And I said it could either go above this or below this. When there's a sideways channel, people, here we have the bottoms are getting higher, right? The tops are getting higher too. But this is a sell. That's all. It's a large sell-off. That's what makes Bitcoin so awesome, is that you can buy it low. So today, for example, I have put in a buy order for $20 of Bitcoin, right? Automatically, every single day. So if it tanks, I don't care. Do you see what I mean? You want to have a situation, you want to have a plan so that, okay, today, when I put in that $20 order at Coinbase, I just buy more. That's all. If it tanks even more, it's going to come back all the way to its previous resistance. So it's going to come back to 49.65. All right. Let's even draw a line in the sand. Let's say this is going to be where it comes back to, right? It's a set of stairs. You go up, you come back. You go up, you come back. That's all it fucking is. And so, I don't know, I just get really pissed at news reporters. And I understand why they do it, because people are far more interested in bad news, right? So if it bleeds, it leads, right? So they're trying to get eyeballs. That's their business. Their business isn't really cryptocurrencies. It's getting eyeballs and attention, because we actually live in the attention age. It's not the information age, it's the attention age. So, yeah, it's normal. It's not the end of the fucking world. All right? So that's hopefully where I can come in handy and say to you, it's okay. You're going to be fine. Right? And I just decided it's time to buy Bitcoin, because look, if you bought Bitcoin today, let's say it hits back to 5,000, just so I can do the math in my head, okay? You have a chance. It's like you have a second freaking chance. You know what this does. Like every time it's boosted and you missed it, you get a second chance with Bitcoin. That's what's so beautiful about it. So that's, in NLP and hypnosis, we call it a reframe. It's when you look at something that seems bad and you realize that it's actually good. It's not pie in the sky bullshit. It's actually just managing your mind around reality. It's a game. How is this good, right? We also have serious support in Bitcoin right here, right? So those are the two areas it could come back and then launch itself again from. Because particularly particularly when Wall Street gets in, you think it's volatile now? You think it's volatile now? It's going to be volatile, people. The more money that comes into this, the more this thing is going to move. I like it. I think it's sweet. So, this will probably come back more. It'll probably come back to this line. So, if you want to get yourself someone that comes back to the line, cool. Or just do dollar cost averaging. To me, that's the only sane way to not be constantly, what happened? What happened? So I bought $20 yesterday at a higher price than today. Today I'll buy $20 worth and it'll be more. That's it. All right. That's the newbie's friend. That's your friend. The trend is your friend. And let's look at the trend. You want to look at the trend? Let's look at the trend. Let's just draw the bottoms. So you feel better about Bitcoin. Right, that's a pretty steep curve. What if we forget those big bottoms? It's hard to forget a big bottom. Okay. Let's say the trend is this, right? We don't know what the hell the trend is, but it's freaking up, right? So now it's made this big boost. It's got to come back to this line. I mean, it's like, or is it going to come here? No, it's like, here is, like, where are logical areas of support? Maybe that's not the way I do it. Maybe I do it here. Either way, it's got to come back to this line, right? So it's going to come back down, and then it's going to go up, right? Or it may come below this line a little bit. It's still up. It's still seriously up, and it's still going for 6,000. But it's not just going to do it in a straight line. Why would it ever do that? Because when it hits 6,000, people are going to sell. Every time you get to 6,000, there's going to be a sell until that becomes an area of resistance, and then eventually it'll break through. All right? So, glad we had this little look. And Bitcoin Cash, let's see what they're doing. There's something about these charts that I'm trying to make it bigger, but then it goes to the left. There we go. All right, so Bitcoin Cash had a pump and dump too, right? But at least there's life in the girl, right? Life in this new girl. And so, we had a sideways trading range. It popped and then it came back. So there's life in there. But why would Bitcoin Cash be worth more than Ethereum? I keep asking that question. It doesn't make sense, right? So, all right, let's look at Dash. And Dash has come back a little bit more than I thought it would. So we can adjust that. But it's still pretty much in this channel. And barring really severely bad news, it could go back up or it could drop some more, right? And that may be the pattern right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, a lot of not knowing what's going to happen. So good time to get you some more Dash. If you want some Ethereum came back down. And this is weird because I actually bought some Ethereum yesterday, I think it was 320. And I thought that was a good price because it was starting to boost. And, it came back yesterday and I'm like, you know what? 320 is not a bad price if it's going to boost, right? And of course it came back farther than I thought. But I think in many ways that's profit taking, right? Again, it's profit taking. People going like, okay, we had a boost in Ethereum. Let's take our profits. And it's short-term thinking, people. A lot of this is short-term thinking. And you don't want to be a short-term thinker. You want to be a long-term thinker. Everything that's wrong with American business is short-term thinking. And it's just the way it is. We're always looking to the next quarter. So if I adjust this line to be here, I don't know, still looks good to me. It's still trending up. It's still healthy. And this bottom is actually sitting on some pretty good support. We got support here. Past resistance becomes support. We got support here. So it's no accident that this line here, the red line where the price actually is, again, is smack dab in the middle of the pattern. We have some above, we got some below. Boom, it just keeps coming right back to the mean, right? Interesting stuff. What's going on with Litecoin? And again, people, just so you know, I just wake up, make my coffee, and come in here. So my eyes are still not working. I'm still trying to make them work. I haven't washed my face. I haven't done anything. I just come in here, see what the hell happened overnight. And we're on the one-day chart with Litecoin. Litecoin is still in its channel. And it will probably come back down and hit this, in which case you can buy more, right? And that's the beauty of Litecoin, is it gives you multiple chances to get in. And eventually, it's going to move. Eventually, thousands upon millions of dollars are coming into this market. So let's look at Omise Go. That's holding its price pretty well. I think I got some more of that yesterday too. Nice. And Monero still working along that sideways channel. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to BitCheck. Let's look at Quantum. I hate that big freaking thing at the beginning. It screws up my chart. Okay. Quantum went down and it came back. Good time to buy some more Quantum. Because this is temporary, people. This too shall pass. It's going to go. It's going to rock. So what did I want to look at? What did I want to look at? Oh, I wanted to look at this thing. Just because, There's no chart for quantum in US dollar, but these guys have quantum in US dollars, $11.54. So, no, it's $11.05. Excuse me, my eyes aren't working that well. Okay, so quantum, not bad, holding its price. You know, it's good. We will have a recovery today or tomorrow. And it's just interesting to me that Bitcoin Cash is still holding its own. And I can't make up my mind. I don't know if Bitcoin Cash is really the real deal or whether it's just a distraction. And so it's just interesting if we're going to have Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Segwit 2X and Bitcoin Cash. It's like, that to me seems like a bad idea. But what do I know? I'm just sitting here watching, okay? Yeah. No, there's a lot of green. There's going to be a bunch of recovering cryptos today. I just want to look at Litecoin again. And this is quantum. I want to go back to Litecoin. See what's going on in the 1 hour chart. Okay, here you have quite a bit of sell action in the 60-minute chart, but it hasn't come down to the line yet. It kind of looks like it wants to. But there's quite a bit of support down here. So, should be interesting. So again, people, just hang tight. This is what always happens. Let's go back to Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart. A little consolidation here. It's looking for support. Oh, there was support over here, right? Just see how this works. And if it doesn't have support here, it's going to go down to here. If it finds some support here, it may stabilize in this area. All right, so that's, in the meantime, just set it up on Coinbase to buy a little bit every day. Because ultimately, $1,000 price move. Do you know any other crypto that will move $1,000 in a day? Right, where you could actually make $1,000 a day if you bought one of them, right? So, and you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy some, right? Buy the dips. And the way you buy the dips consistently is just buying a certain amount every day. And when it's down, you just get more. When it goes up, you automatically are protected from buying too much, right? Just get your mind out of it. That's really the key. Automate it, get your mind out of it. That's my big lesson. And that's the lesson of all lessons that I've learned in this 90-day challenge, is that when I bring myself into it, that's when I'm getting ready to lose some money. When I have a system, when I have a plan, and I just follow the plan, oh, I do pretty well. Yeah. It's imagine getting in your car and going for a drive. If there was no rules of the road, right, and nobody knew what side of the road to drive on, and no one knew who needs to wait and who needs to go, it would be a disaster. But we have rules for that, right, that basically protect everybody. It's one of the few places where I like rules. Traffic rules are good. Let's all drive on the right side, and pedestrians have the right of way in the crosswalk, and you have rules, right? That way you don't have to think. Here, thinking can be dangerous because you can think both ways. I can think, oh my God, I just bought $20 of Bitcoin and now it's dropped a lot, so that $20 is now worth less, right? But you have to think long term, because we're talking right now about massive worldwide adoption. We're talking about massive amounts of money coming into the cryptos. We're talking about the Chicago Board of Trade beginning to trade options and futures on cryptos for the big institutional investing companies, firms, funds, whatever you want to call them. So it's just a little correction, people. Talk to any trader and they go, oh yeah, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. But the newspaper reporter's like, oh my God, Bitcoin went up, but now it's not. It's because they're looking for some kind of consistency in a beast that's not consistent. It's like expecting a rhinoceros, I don't know, to be a house pet. It's not going to fucking happen. This is a rhinoceros, people. You got to treat it like with some serious respect. I don't know where it was, but I saw some dumb YouTube thing or something where I saw these guys going down the street on some motorcycles. Vroom, vroom. Like, okay. And then shortly after that, there was a rhinoceros chasing him down the street. It's like, if you live in parts of Africa, you got to watch out for rhinoceroses, right? Bitcoin's a rhinoceros, people. Be careful. All right? So that's it. I think I'm done. That's all I got to say. I got nothing to say. There's nothing to do, nothing to look at. Nothing. No news, people. It's not news. It's these guys trying to find some news. Let's see what Wall Street driving Bitcoin price 6,000 surge, says Bloomberg. Goldman Sachs still picks gold over crypto because it says gold in the name. It doesn't say Cryptman Sachs. It's Goldman Sachs, right? In comments on Bloomberg TV. Bank clients are knocking on the door after seeing charts showing Bitcoin's growth. I think Wall Street may actually be responsible for driving the price because it's with every announcement that Wall Street is thinking of embracing Bitcoin as a new asset class that we start to see the surge. So that's true. If it's becoming a preoccupation for a major investment bank like Goldman Sachs, believe me, it's becoming a preoccupation for a lot of banks. We'll see. It's going to hit 6,000. It's going to hit 6,000. It's going to hit 10,000, but we just don't know when. All right, so that's it, people. I'm done here. My work is done. I love you. I love you very much. Your brother and I are very proud of you. Seriously, I'm proud of you guys for showing up every day, and really 80% of success is showing up. Seriously, Woody Allen said that, and he was absolutely right. Because it's just every day. If you just come and look at the charts every day and consistently look at them, you begin to see the patterns. And they repeat over and over and over again, slightly differently. But it's the same people, the same process. It goes up and it comes back. It goes up and it comes back. It boosts and then there's a sell-off. Look at how normally natural that is. That's not a freak comeback. That's just a slight correction, right? And it's going to take these stairs. It's going to go up and then come back, then go up and then come back, right? It may come back to this line or this line. Either way, it's still going up. This trend is still up. It hasn't suddenly reversed. All right, so that's it. Hang in there. Bitcoin millionaire Eric Feynman challenges Jamie Dimon to a boxing match. Oh, that'll be fun. All right. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to say. I think that's it. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't done any of that stuff. And yeah, it's not perfect here every day. I don't have good news every day. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay. But it's really good news because Bitcoin's normal. It's acting normally, right? It doesn't do what we want. It do what it do. It do what it do. All right? So start the music. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.